Subscribe, hype, like, and donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
It looks like we could be seeing Ted DiBiase actually return to WWE television. Also, is Chris Benoit's late relative's son gonna be coming to professional wrestling? And we got breaking news as it concerns the WWE's undisputed WWE champion of the blue brand of SmackDown, Cody Rhodes, and his future and his fate in World Wrestling Entertainment following WrestleMania Night 1 Saturday and that incredible eye injury that has the entire world talking, plus much more, where we score with the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Remember to click the bell and turn on all notifications next to the subscribe button to get around the clock, where we're just starting to get cooking right here on this very show. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know Chris Benoit is one of those topics that, well, is very controversial. How I like to remember Chris Benoit is the wrestler, because you see, this is where I'm going to separate the personality and the character and the person outside of professional wrestling, Chris Benoit. That is what I'm going to separate. That is what I'm going to differentiate. Here's the thing. David Benoit's wrestling future explained after AEW Dynamite appearance. According to those that know, ladies and gentlemen, I guess there's always still a chance, but I want to count on. I've heard that he went to Lance Storm's school and was not quite the natural like his father was. The people that I spoke with said he wasn't there long and that it didn't seem like pro wrestling was for him. Now, David Benoit showing up at AEW Dynamite and anybody got fans talking about whether he might follow in his father's footsteps. Now, I guess this applies just like it does to any other thing that people get talking about or get high hopes about or get dreams about or emotions about is, do you want to see Chris Benoit's David Benoit in professional wrestling? And if he does come into professional wrestling, should it be for the WWE? Should it be for TNA? Maybe ROH? Or maybe AEW? Some are saying that last night's Raw was a pretty good Raw after WrestleMania, setting up a lot of matches down the road. Yes, we got a very good glimpse into what 2026 is going to look like, especially going into the summertime. Make no mistake about that. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, and from there, we got to talk about what is going on right here. Because as we all know, this channel covers rumors, gossip, speculation, and fantasy storytelling. WWE is scripted entertainment. Some of what I cover is confirmed. Some of it is speculation. All of it is entertainment. Take from this what you want. Hit that like button, subscribe for daily WWE coverage. But we are going to walk you through what happened to Cody Rhodes and the update, because we all saw, we didn't think, listen, Cody Rhodes right now is banned. Right now, Cody Rhodes is barred from in-ring competition due to that very, very significant eye injury that he suffered at WrestleMania, which is what the world saw. Make no mistake about it. But now we are hearing word, and this is pretty volatile to report. This is about as blockbuster of a report as you can expect and anticipate right now. And remember to click the bell, subscribe. So we got a hell of a follow-up, guys. We got one whole hell of a follow-up right now. Let's start at the source. WrestleMania 42 Saturday main event. Cody Rhodes defended the Undisputed WWE title against Randy Orton. WWE officially announced the damage after the match to Cody Rhodes. 3 sutures to Cody's face, 4 staples to the back of his head, severe orbital socket damage, concussed. Think about the word orbital. That's not a black eye. That is a structural damage to the bone around the eye socket. But here's what we don't know, and here's what the WWE didn't announce, and what I think is the biggest story out of this entire thing as it concerns the reigning WWE champion. Because again, I want to bring this up. This was online. This was the rumor, the gossip, the speculation that Cody Rhodes could have, may have, or still may be in the process of having to, relinquish the Undisputed WWE title due to this severe injury. And I'm going to show you the moment on Raw where Cody Rhodes' condition got dramatically worse. But first, you need to see what happened between Saturday and Monday night. Before night 2 at WrestleMania, Jackie Redmond went on air as WWE's backstage correspondent and delivered an update that nobody expected. Cody Rhodes was not medically cleared. His timetable for return, up in the air. Let that sink in. The undisputed WWE champion, less than 24 hours after his WrestleMania main event, not cleared. No timetable. That's not a minor injury, ladies and gentlemen. That's the kind of update WWE gives when doctors have real concerns over their health and well-being and their future. And yet, some 24 hours later, Cody Rhodes walked out on WWE Raw last night, the Raw after WrestleMania 42, to answer CM Punk's challenge. Which brings us to the moment that nobody is talking about. And I have to warn you, what you're about to hear is where the story gets very uncomfortable. Cody's music hits. He walks out to the ring on Raw after WrestleMania 42. Left eye swollen shut, deep bruising all across his face, sutures visible. CM Punk is standing in the ring, and the moment Cody steps through those ropes, Punk gets a look at his face up close. And Punk's reaction told the whole story. He examined the damage, not as a character, as a friend, because what he was looking at wasn't a black eye. Then Cody delivered a line that, well, stopped the entire arena. And I quote, "I feel like a loser." A man who just won the main event at WrestleMania, retained the title, beat Randy Orton clean, said he feels like a loser. Why would he say that? Because deep down, Cody knows what's coming. And stick with me, because what's coming is the part nobody is ready for. Ladies and gentlemen, now there are whispers that all of it aggravated an injury that should have kept him off TV entirely. That the lights, the movement, the black eye, and the back and forth with Punk aggravated the injury further, okay? And now there are whispers that Cody Rhodes may be having real trouble seeing out of his left eye. Not just blurred vision, not just light sensitivity, actual vision loss, according to rumors and gossip. Now, if that's true, if the orbital damage is affecting his sight, we're talking about something way bigger than a backlash match. We're talking about the end of Cody Rhodes' wrestling career, potentially. And here's why that scenario isn't as crazy as it sounds. Wrestlers have retired for eye injuries before. Edge retired from a neck injury. Bryan Danielson retired from concussions. Paige retired from a neck injury she suffered back when she was 25 years old. But as we all know, Paige did return at WrestleMania just a couple of nights ago. An orbital injury that affects the vision, that is retirement territory. Cody Rhodes, 40 years old. He's the face of the WWE. He's the undisputed WWE champion. He has worked his entire life to get to this spot. But if he can't, ladies and gentlemen, see out of that left eye, he can't take a bump safely. He can't protect himself. He can't protect his opponent. If doctors come back and say that the vision damage is there, guys, I can't even say this because this has hurt me. Listen, I know there's a lot of criticism and backlash. There's a lot of confliction about Cody Rhodes, and this is why this pains me. This hurts me to say what I'm about to say. But if Cody Rhodes can't see out of his left eye and there is permanent damage and he can't take a bump safely, he can't protect himself, he can't protect his opponents. He has worked his entire life to get to the top. If doctors come back and say the vision damage is permanent, Cody has no choice. But there's one piece of this story that gets even worse, and it's the piece that WWE is panicking about right now behind the scenes. If Cody Rhodes is forced to walk away, the undisputed WWE Championship gets stripped. WWE has to crown a new champion without their biggest star on with the biggest title. Who gets it? CM Punk just lost the World Heavyweight title. Jacob Fire 2 just challenged Roman Reigns. Femi just beat Brock Lesnar and retired him. Every top name on Raw is booked somewhere else. WWE built the entire 6 months around Cody Rhodes as the undisputed WWE champion. If that's the case, if he can't see the entire plan, it collapses. That's why the next 48 hours matters more than anything. So what do you think? Is Cody Rhodes really in trouble? Does WWE have to strip him, or does he push through like he always does? Drop your comments and your answers below. I will read every single one. Hit that like button. And if you want the full Raw after WrestleMania 42 review, I have got that video out before this one. You're going to want to go check it out right now, where we keep you glued to your screen, because that's what it means to me, the brash and the brazen, where I will never be mistaken or overtaken. Plenty more to come. SeanzView Team keeps you in the loop to give you the hoop of the significance in WWE rumors, news, and headlines. I wouldn't have it any other way. Subscribe.